Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. Tonight we're going to be doing another recent finds video, stuff that I managed to pick up over the last week or so. Actually, last couple weeks. So all Hot Wheels and Matchbox, mainline and premium, with a few chases in the mix. So without further ado, let's give her a start. Start off with the Matchbox finds, just a couple things. First thing that I was happy to pick up is got a big shipment in of new 5-packs from Matchbox, and I'm still a firm believer that Matchbox does have the upper hand in most cases for 5-packs as compared to Hot Wheels. Proof of this being the most recent release of Autobahn Express, the Autobahn Express 4. So you can already see one of the casts in there. These are all castings that I already have, but they're all in really nice color waves. So we've got basically the old school Beetle and the Polizei livery, which is great. Another Polizei vehicle for the collection. The always appealing BMW 2002, which is definitely in this light silver blue, total knockout, great tampo work front and back, just a few details missing on the sides, but really well executed, and you can't go wrong with those dish wheels. Smack in the middle there, you can see the black variation of the Audi TTRS, current generation, maybe previous at this point in time, with the black chrome classic Matchbox 5 spokes. Very nice color variant of that. A nice gold bronze Alpha Giulia. Always a very nice cast. A little bit off in its proportions, but definitely well done in regards to tampo work. And the twin 10 spokes always look great in that black chrome as well. And last but not least, we've got this nice little Mercedes wagon, W123 generation. This cast has been done pretty much in every single cool period color that one could desire, and this metallic brown is definitely part of that color palette that's really period. So all 5 cars are amazing. Didn't pick up the Blue Highway or the other one there that's kind of like car show related. Few nice castings in there, but not anything that I was absolutely drooling over. I always try to go with at least 4 cars in the pack that have got to be to my appealing to me, because otherwise I will go ahead and just leave that 5-pack behind. So next up we've got well, actually I had shown this little beauty that I managed to pick up a couple weeks back, the 32 Ford Super Chase, and luckily enough, after returning the following week, it was a Matchbox restock again, and it managed to spawn 2 other siblings. So seemingly this is not as desirable as the Porsche. Pricing on the secondary market reflects that, as well as the fact that people aren't throwing themselves at these things like there's no tomorrow. So definitely one's going to be for trade, potentially 2. And what I was thinking with the third one, I noticed that one of the 3, I just need to identify which one, here it is, one of the 3 actually has a small, I wouldn't even call it a defect. It's kind of hard to pick up here on the camera, but the tire is, since these are rubber tired obviously, just like Supers, they're slightly off the rim, which definitely gives me the need to crack this open and actually use this wheel setup for a swap that I have in mind. To be continued, definitely. We'll see what we do with that. But yeah, I'm still not sure if I will keep one of these, because definitely the regular castings are more to my liking if we're talking about the 32 Ford cast by Matchbox. There's a lot of great liveries, a couple of which I already have. So next up, I picked up a couple of Hot Wheels mainlines. First two are out of the Hot Wheels Exotics, which is a favorite collection of mine. First one being the McLaren Elva. So Speedster, open top, no roof. Good looking color scheme. I definitely like the hue of blue, pearlescent blue that's used here. Cool number 12 meatball on the side there with the white stripes. Unfortunately, no front or rear lights. But overall, an interesting interesting vehicle that'll look great with the Aston Martin Speedster that's been released in a couple color waves so far, as well as a couple of a store exclusive, I believe. So yeah, cool little cast. Wish I did find when it was available, or maybe I will, the black version with the tan interior, which is even better in my opinion. Tan on black is always a winning color combo. Next one I picked up was actually one that I had seen, but that I confused with just a color variation of an existing cast. So the Lotus Emira, I totally mistook this for a recolor of the Lotus Evija, which is not the same car. This one being gas powered, whereas the Evija is actually hybrid electric. Yeah, this one has really good tampo work, front and back. See the front there, rear end's even better in my opinion. You know, I compared these side by side, and yeah, definitely this is a little bit more of a sober style versus the Evija. Not fond of the Trap 5s, as I've expressed before, but overall great looking car and a great hue of gloss blue, almost grabber blue or Nogaro blue, or you know, good looking car. Next, and definitely the best find out of the main lines, I finally managed to score one of these, the Liberty Walk Super Silhouette S15 in a very John Player Special-esque livery. That black with the gold accents, you really can't go wrong. Definitely, I agree with the majority of collectors in the sense that this is definitely the coolest color variation so far, although I am partial to the wheel setup of the original, and also, you know, it's kind of a fight inside of me, as I do have a thing for cars with actual real liveries. So, but overall, what a great color combo. It'll look great with that 935 second color release as well. Both of those being perfect in their matching liveries. Next up, I did actually manage to pick up a couple of mystery models from the current wave. The one where the number 3 car is the Civic Type R. No surprise, the Civic Type R was nowhere to be found, despite the fact there were probably 4 or 5 boxes of these and they looked fairly fresh. So everything else was there but the Civics. So unfortunately, up here in Quebec, Canada, Honda, anything Honda is scalped like there's no tomorrow, as there's a big Honda community up here, and has been for probably the better part of 25 years. So yeah, let's check out these models. I got number 1 and number 2. First one we're going to check out would be number 2. Number 2, I believe, is the Ford Falcon race car. Good old Aussie Touring Car Championship. Definitely, that's what it is. Oh, wow. Color was not what I was expecting. Look at this red. Wow. Really nice red. I have the multi-pack exclusive gray version of this. I believe it's pretty much the same livery, except for, oh no, actually it's less tribal, more geometric, but very cool. Love this roll cage that is super all over the place in the cabin. Obviously right-hand drive, since we're talking about an Australian car. Good cast details overall. Good choice of wheels. When it was about the OH5s, I really liked the concave look of them. Big wing that's casted in, but surprisingly not too chunky. So definitely happy about this one. Definitely a nice car. Obviously, well, everybody knows about the, the sticker and the. So we'll leave that in there. No need to peruse on those any longer than we need to. The one that I'm definitely curious about, my favorite McLaren, modern McLaren, the P1. Very looking forward to see what type of tampos are remaining on the car despite the livery. And I am agreeably surprised. Here it is. So, tampo front, tampo rear. Definitely very happy about this. Still not a fan of that big gray part of plastic that's inside the door here. Not really my thing, but overall great wheel setup in regards to colors. Nice deco. Looks like kind of like a an MSP kind of setup, and this color is definitely one of my favorites from Hot Wheels. Slightly color shifting, very hard to pick up on camera, but you've got some gold flake that pops out there under the right light. So, and that teal is a really nice color. So no Civic, but at the end of the day, I'd be a little bit more disappointed if it was the 2018 Civic as opposed to the EDM one that is in this pack. So it's okay, it's all good. I don't mind not having it. Now we're gonna finish off with some Hot Wheels premiums that I managed to score. First one is out of Boulevard for the Rover P6 Group 2. Very cool cast, very unusual. Some old UK BMC action going on, all hopped up for the track, getting some Goodwood vibes out of this, and gotta love the white top, bright red paint, the little 8 spokes. I'm gonna call them mini lights instead of Watanabes in this case, since we are talking about a Euro car. Metal on metal, real riders, full tampo work, you know the drill. But this is a really interesting car. Wish it was a P8 though instead of getting the 6. P8 had the V8, the 3.5 liter Rover V8 under the hood, whereas this had a straight 6. So maybe a V6. I'm not even sure. But yeah, if you guys know, you can chime in what the motor was in there. It's pretty easy to research, but I'll spare you an edit. So. Yeah, very nice. Only one that I scored off this set, and honestly, the only other one that was remaining was the Aero Sculpt. Not surprisingly, plenty of those. But yeah, it's the only one in this wave that I really wanted, as I really go for the retro and unusual most of the time. So definitely a cool score there. And I was lucky enough to stumble upon just today a drop of these beauties here. The Autostrasse, starting off with the Mercedes. I did not pick up the full set, mind you, but this is the best colorway so far of this cast. Third one that I happened to pick up. First one from the Modern Classics, and it's kind of weird because there's nothing modern about this car. It is classic though. Love the fact that it's lowered to the ground, and definitely looks better on these wide steely color-coded steely style wheels versus the gray 10 spokes out of the 2-pack with the 190E Evo. So, but this is like definitely, and look at this card art, such a nice series. Here's the full set, numbers 1 through 5. I did not pick up the M3 because honestly I'm not a huge E46 fan if we're talking about the M3. The Urus, I've always found the cast a little bit off in regards to proportions, and the Alpine, or Alpine should I say, yeah, I prefer the mainline release, the clean mainline release, tampoed front and back out of factory fresh, and didn't really feel the need to pick up a premium variation of it, as I already have an alternate variation of it in my collection. So, but all in all, great set. So picked up this one. The one that I was most looking forward to is definitely this superb Volvo 142 Coupe. Sedan would be the 144. The GL would be like the better equipped version versus just the L. And yeah, again, you know, Hot Wheels killing it with the Volvo content in their lineup. So definitely happy about that, since I am definitely a Volvo nut. And this was the casting I was looking for. This is really, you know, something I would expect to see in Sweden, you know, at a car show or something like that. But man, is this thing sweet. You know, even with the 6 spokes that aren't really a style of wheel that fit with the era of the car, actually looks really good. And last but not least, I was able to find its alter ego, number 05, the Chase version. And this is my first premium Chase. Literally the same cast, same wheels, same setup, same everything, but all black. I'm glad there's still the little chrome details, full tampo work and everything like that, but this is definitely a car that I was not expecting to find, because premium Chases are always gone. I was just lucky enough to stumble upon the drop when it happened, and this was put right in the back. Last one in the row, for obvious reasons. I'm pretty sure it would have been bought by one of the staff at closing time, but yeah, there we go. We have a premium Chase for the collection. Probably my favorite premium Chase to come out so far. Close to the Lambo, I'll tell you that. So there we go. I'll end the video on that. Hopefully you did enjoy. So those are my finds for the last 2 weeks or so. If you did enjoy checking out my finds in this video, feel free to subscribe to be notified of future content, as well as to give this video a like. If you would like to comment your feedback below, feel free to. It's always great to read. And I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe and happy hunting.